Hey, how are you, family? Metro New York, District Church of Nazarene. I'm here with our brother, the one and only Daniel Sanabria. He was our camp speaker this summer, and this last camp that we just had. And we're just bringing to you an opportunity and an invitation of something we've been talking about. I'm gonna let Danny give more details about it and a little bit of his background and who he works with. So, Danny, can you introduce yourself and what is this invitation and opportunity that these youth leaders have in our area?
Tito, thank you so much for having me. Man, I miss summer. I really do miss summer, especially this cold weather out here.
Especially now.
I miss that time with you guys playing soccer and beating those kids up. I'm excited about this invitation that Youth for Christ wants to give to all the youth pastors across New York City, also especially for Nazarene Youth Ministries. Basically what it is a cohort of youth leaders and youth pastors in New York City coming together on a monthly, even a weekly basis to work with Youth for Christ to engage in how to reach and how to disciple young people. Now, I'm not here to tell what to do or tell youth leaders what to do, but we want to support youth pastors. I think it's time for our paraministries not to go ahead and go before the church. I think it should be behind and support the church. And so Youth for Christ is creating this program called City Life Cohort. And that looks like that we go beside the youth pastor and support them in their mission and their vision. So we want to help train them, develop them, guide them, but also what is their vision? If their vision to reach 10, 20, 30, 100 kids in their youth ministry or their neighborhood, can Youth for Christ be a part of that conversation? Can we help support? Can we get the resources? Can we see leaders prosper? Can we get volunteers? We want to be that helping hand. And so we are investing in some resources to get 10 youth pastors in New York City area, the tri-state area, to come together on a weekly, monthly basis to train, to develop, and to see young people come to Jesus. Basically, how many kids came to Christ that year? How many kids are engaging because of the partnership? We believe in partnership. We cannot function. Youth for Christ cannot function without the local church. If I'm reaching kids with the gospel on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, I want kids to go to church. I want kids to be a part of a church. Youth for Christ is not a church. We are a para-ministry that supports churches and to see them through. So what would that look like to see this amazing group of people coming together and do hands-on work? It's not to say, read a book and see you later. It's like, hey, let's read a book, but let's get on our feet and walk on the neighborhood, the nearest parks, the nearest schools, where the kids are hanging out, so we can go and reach them so they could be a part of the local church. So we want to invite you.
So, Danny, what would be the association that a local youth pastor, youth worker, youth leader would have with Youth for Christ? What would be their relationship? Would they be working for Youth for Christ? Would they be working for the church as an independent contractor, if you will?
Good question. Yeah, there is a stipend to it. We're going to give a stipend to the youth pastor. But you don't work with us as an employee. We're working together to reach the young people. There's a couple of things we got to do together. Maybe we do a training together, right? We're going to do that weekly training together. There is a national training with you guys, but you still work with the church. We're supporting you. You're not joining Youth for Christ and saying I'm a Youth for Christ employee. No.
You're not going rogue. You're not going rogue. You're not going rogue. You're not leaving your church.
You're not leaving your church.
Where God put you. Okay.
You're not calling your youth ministry Youth for Christ Ministries. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. We want kids to say, I belong to this Nazarene church. I belong to this youth ministry, not Youth for Christ. We want to see kids, because we believe the church is a community, right? We believe the church stands and stays forever. Youth for Christ can come and go, but at the end of the day, the church building, the church structure, the body, it's going to still be there in that community for years and years and years to come. And I believe that young people now, this generation, needs community. They need a relationship, and they need to understand they're not alone. They're not alone.
Exactly. And
so that's the purpose of it. So I've been training youth pastors for a long time, Tito, for a while. It's more of a classroom setting that I've been teaching, but I really want to get like like in there.
In the trenches.
Go visit your youth ministries. Look at see your vision. See your vision written down and say, okay, how can we accomplish it together? Let's not my vision, but your vision to accomplish it together. And so, a lot of fun, a lot of excitement about this, a lot of challenge.
So for this first, I guess, pilot or first phase of this program, you only have space for 10, and that's like across the tri-state. But the prayer is that with more funding and more people that believe in the vision, we could amplify and expand these spots.
Yeah, our first year we're looking at 10. Our second year we want to double it. So okay. We really want to double this to do this because, again, we have a vision to reach 500 plus young people with the gospel of Jesus Christ in a Christ-sharing relationship, and we can't do it at the church. So we need to build that cohort constantly. Now, let's just say you do it for a year with us, and that's it. Like, no, we want to be here long-term. We want to be your resource. Let me tell you something. I get a phone call. The other day, I got a phone call yesterday. Danny, I need speakers for a conference that I'm doing. I'm here to help. I'm here to serve. I'm not going to say, well, I'm going to charge you. No, I'm here to help you, serve you,
exactly.
Guide you, whatever. More, if a youth pastor should not be lacking resources in 2025. It shouldn't.
Yep.
And so, if it's lacking because a youth pastor, because number one, could be lazy. Number two, the youth pastor just doesn't know, right? But that's why we come in. Tito, you're a great leader. We can come in and say, these are the resources. So I'm looking at it like this. My network is your network.
Amen.
Right? Because at the end of the day, it's literally about
We're in this
Jesus.
together.
It's together. It's about seeing kids come to Jesus. My celebration is not me, having 10 youth pastors. My celebration is that a little papito comes to Jesus. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what I want to see.
And your celebration becomes my celebration because we're part of the same kingdom.
Same kingdom, man.
So pastors, youth workers, youth leaders, there's more information in a bit at the end of this video or on the newsletter, wherever you're seeing this information, you'll have the email application link. Would you say, Danny, you need to know by February 1st because this year is already coming, it's already here and it's already going.
Yeah, the application is so important, guys. If you're interested in this program, you need to apply right away. There is an interview process at the same time, but we need to do this right away by February 1st. Please get your information. It's just an application. Your 3 references are important. It could be Tito, it could be your senior pastor, or it could be a friend or a coworker. That's important, and then we'll have interviews and conversations with Tito and other team members to just make sure this is a great program for you guys. Again, this is I did it when I was younger, when I was 23 years old, a youth pastor. That was 20 years ago. Let me tell you something right now. There was a guy in my life that didn't belong to my denomination, and he supported me, helped me, and I'm here today because of people like that support me. So I want to. This invitation is supporting the youth pastor to get more young people and disciple more young people for Christ.
Amen. So there you have it. Familia, youth workers, youth leaders, youth pastors on our district, or any other youth leader that probably sees this is probably not even on our district, on our socials, you are invited to this also. So if you see the information right there on the socials or wherever this is posted, you are more than invited to apply as well. And these are just resources that we are trying to find and bring in front of you so that you can be enriched in your leadership, empowered in your leadership, and you don't feel alone. It doesn't matter the denomination, doesn't matter the church, the background, the culture, the language. We are all in this for Christ and introducing young teens and the next generation and this generation to Jesus Christ. So, Danny, any parting words before we close it up and I just share the information?
Thanks for your leadership. Thanks for your heart. Thanks for your passion for these young people. You and your wife and your family are all in this, and your team and Nazarene denomination. Thank you guys so much. This is exciting. I'm really, really excited about this, and let's make this happen.
Let's go. All right, Danny. The website, just say it here, and then I'll post it as well. Where can they get more information?
Yeah, yfcnyc.org. Check it out.
All righty. Danny, love you, brother. Talk to you soon. Let's get these people enriched and empowered. Amen.
Take care, bro. Peace.